Yeah, hi peeps, this is Tess back on the old squat box again, and I just need to pour myself a drink because I've not got one poured. But I'm going to be reading from the Bible, and the first sentence is a fucking story, right? No, I'm fucking telling you, right? The first fucking sentence of the next part that I'm going to read you, because I'm just picking stuff at random. But this is the fucking story. I opened this part and it was like, fucking hell, you fucking what? So here we go, right? The first book of Kings, right? Look, it says there, the first book of Kings, and then in small print under it, commonly known or commonly called the third book of Kings. What the fuck's that about? The first book of Kings, commonly known as the third book of Kings. What the fuck happened to the second book of Kings? And let's go into this. What happened to the first book of Kings if the first book of Kings is actually the third book of Kings? What happened to books 1 and 2? What the hell happened to fucking books 1 and 2? Anyway, right, so it's commonly known as the third book of Kings, right? So here we go. The third book of Kings, 292, chapter 1. Now King David was an old and stricken in years. Yeah. Now King David was old and stricken in years, and they covered him with cloths, but he got no heat. So but they could just give him a fire in his room or some fucking thing. I suppose they didn't central heat, but you know, you could have put a fire in his room. Anyway, he couldn't get heated up or some fucking thing, right? 2. Wherefore his servant said unto him, let there be sought for my lord the king a young virgin. Oh. And let her stand before the king, and let her cherish him, and let her lie in the bosom, that my lord the king may get heat. Right, so maybe what they're saying about him not getting heat had nothing to do with just, you know, the temperature. I mean, obviously this is what, Egypt or some fucking place? It's probably fucking a warm place, isn't it? Yeah. So it wasn't about blanket. They gave him blankets and he probably sweated a lot and still didn't get heat. Maybe they should have said didn't get a rise, I don't know. But then they thought, get a young virgin. That would do for me, I tell you. And maybe that would get him heat. Right, so 3. So they sought for a fair damsel throughout all the coasts of Israel, and found Abjashag. Oh my god, that's a name and a half, isn't it? Abjashag and Shunemi, and brought her to the king. She got fucking 2 names. Her name's Abjashag and Nemia. Abdishag Shunemia. Is that Abdishag Shunemia? I don't know if that's. Are these people pissed? Are these cunts taking the fucking piss? Anyway, right. And brought her to the king. Right. 4. And the damsel was very fair, and cherished the king, and ministered to him, but the king knew her not. Right, so what? He didn't get any heat, is that what they're saying? He still didn't get any heat. 5. Then Adonijah, the son of Haggith, exalted himself, saying, I will be king and he prepared him chariots and horsemen, and 50 men to run before him. But just 50, that he's going to take over a kingdom, just 50 men and a couple of horses. 6. And his father had not displeased him at any time in saying, Why hast thou done so? And he also was a very goodly man, and his mother bare him after Absalom. No fucking, I've no fucking idea what that fucking means, right? 7. And he conferred with Job, yeah, that could be Job, the son of Zeruiah, and Heathir, the priest, and the following Adonijah helped him. What the fuck does any of that mean? What the fuck does any of that fucking mean? I mean, I've got not a fucking quote. I'm reading it, right? I've not got a fucking clue what any of it means, right? Over the page. 8. But Zadok, the priest, and Benaiah, the son of Jehoiada, and Nathan, the prophet, and Shimei, the Reel, and the mighty men which belonged to David were not with Adonijah, and Adonijah slew sheep and oxen and fat cattle by the stone of Zoheleth, which is by Forgel, and called all his brethren, the king's sons, and all the men of Judah, the king's servants. 10. But Nathan the prophet, and Benaiah, and the mighty men, and Solomon his brother, he called out. He called not. 11. Wherefore Nathan spake unto Bathsheba, right? Bathsheba, I remember that name. Bathsheba, the mother of Solomon, saying, Hast thou not heard that Adonijah, yeah, I'm getting it now. I'm the son of Haggith doth reign, and David our Lord knoweth it not. 12. Now therefore come, let me, I pray thee, give thee counsel, that thou mayest save thine own life, and the life of thy son Solomon. 13. Go and get thee in unto King David, and say unto him, Didst not thou, my lord, O king, swear unto thine handmaid, saying, Assuredly Solomon thy son shall reign after me, and he shall sit upon my throne. Why then doth Adonijah reign question mark, right? 14. Behold, while thou yet talkest there with the king, I also will come in after thee and confirm thy words. 15. And Bathsheba went in unto the king into the chamber, and the king was very old, and Abishag the Shunammite ministered unto the king. Fucking no idea what the has anybody any idea what the fuck's going on in this fucking story yet? It's the Bible, you're supposed to understand it. It doesn't make any fucking sense. I still don't know who's the king is David, I think. Might not be. Bathsheba's there. I know Bathsheba was a queen. There's Shalmanites and Obishites and there's all kinds of fucking shites in here. And I don't know what any of this fucking means. Anyway, so 18. And now behold, Adonijah resigned, and now my lord the king, thou knowest it not. 19. And he hath slain oxen and fat cattle and sheep in abundance, and hath called all the sons of the king and Abiathar the priest, and Job the captain of the host, but Solomon the servant hath he not called. So I don't know why that would make any. And thou, my lord, O king, the eyes of all Israel are upon thee, that thou shalt tell who shall sit on the throne of my lord the king after him. 21. Otherwise it shall come to pass, when my lord the king shall sleep with his fathers, that I and my son Solomon shall be counted offenders. Well, basically it's a story of an old king who's probably over the term, over the period of his lifetime, has fucked quite a lot of young maidens, and hasn't been happy with any of the offspring that sprung from the loins of those congregations. And these are the people now saying, well, you're too old to have any more kids. Even when we bring before you this voluptuous, beautiful virgin, you still can't get it up and sire any more kids. It's not an uncommon problem for kings. Fucking Henry VIII, you know what I mean? Perfect example. Anyway, so now he's already got offspring to other supposed virgins, I suppose, you know. And now they're all starting to argue between each other who should be the king. It should be Solomon, it should be Saul, it should be Bathsheba's son, Shuamunga, fucking, you know, Munga Pichu, or whatever it fucking is, you know. One of these strange fucking names, you know. And it's like, yeah, so you can understand they're all trying to get him to actually, you know, name an heir, because if he doesn't, if he dies without naming an heir, they're all going to fight between each other. They're all going to have 50 men in front of them, 20 men behind, and, you know, chariots and horses, and they're all going to, the land will be in, you know, turmoil, you know. So yeah, how does it turn out? To be honest with you, I don't fucking know, and I don't really fucking care. It was a long time ago, and it didn't make any difference, because the world is what it is today, no matter who he chose, you know what I mean? So, does it matter, all that stuff in the Bible? No, it fucking doesn't matter. Did it make much difference to the world that we have today? Not a fucking lot. So, why do we care? I don't fucking know. That's the honest to goodness fucking truth. I don't fucking know why we care what was written in that Bible, because I've just read it to you. Does it make any fucking sense to you? Son, you fucking bad motherfuckers.